Introduction of Whom We Shall Welcome. This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Larry Wilson. Whom We Shall Welcome. Report of the President's Commission on Immigration and Naturalization. Introduction. The President of the United States established the President's Commission on Immigration and Naturalization on September 4, 1952, and it required it to make a final report not later than January 1, 1953. He directed the Commission to study and evaluate the immigration and naturalization policies of the United States, and to make recommendations for such legislative, administrative, and other action as in its opinion may be desirable in the interests of the economy, security, and responsibilities of this country. This report is the result of the Commission's study, and it contains the recommendations for an immigration policy best suited in its judgment to the interests, needs, and security of the United States. The Commission's functions under the executive order are now completed, and it ceases to exist 30 days after this report is submitted to the President. It is noteworthy that all the major religious faiths of America urged the President to appoint a commission for this general purpose. The General Board of the National Council of the Churches of Christ in the United States of America issued a statement to this effect in March 1952. In August 1952, the American Council of Voluntary Agencies for Foreign Service, through its Committee on Displaced Persons and Refugees, urged the creation of a commission to study the basic assumptions of our immigration policy. Its statement was signed by representatives of the War Relief Services of the National Catholic Welfare Conference, the Church World Service of the National Council of the Churches of Christ, the United Service for New Americans, and the National Lutheran Council. And in September 1952, the General Convention of the Protestant Episcopal Church urged the appointment of a commission to study the need for emergency refugee legislation, and to review our permanent immigration policy and its basic assumptions. It became evident during the debate in Congress and public discussions after the passage June 27, 1952, of the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952, generally known as the McCarran-Walter Act, over the President's veto, that the new legislation does not adequately solve immigration and naturalization problems, and that the codification it contains fails to embody principles worthy of this country. Immigration and nationality law in the United States should perform two functions. First, it should regulate the admission and naturalization of aliens in the best interests of the United States. Second, it should properly reflect the traditions and fundamental ideals of the American people in determining whom we shall welcome to a participation of all our rights and privileges. This report discusses the manner in which the law presently regulates the admission and naturalization of aliens, recommends revisions, and explains why the Commission believes these revisions better serve the welfare and security of the United States. As a separate document, the Judiciary Committee of the House of Representatives has published the extensive record of 30 sessions of hearings held by the Commission in 11 cities in various sections of the country. The record shows what a substantial and representative cross-section of the American people believe to be the best immigration policy for this country. It is appropriate to examine the second function of immigration policy, the reflection of American traditions and ideals. The Commission would state them as follows. We hold these truths. 1. America was founded upon the principle that all men are created equal, that differences of race, color, religion, or national origin should not be used to deny equal treatment or equal opportunity. Americans have regarded such doctrines as self-evident since the Declaration of Independence. The immigration law is a key to whether Americans today believe in the essential worth and dignity of the individual human being. It is a clue to whether we really believe that all people are entitled to these unalienable rights, for the preservation of which our nation was created. It indicates the degree of American humanitarianism. It is a gauge of our faithfulness to the high moral and spiritual principles of our founding fathers.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?